Good morning, guys and dolls. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso, here to ask the musical question: How, oh how, are we could we remotely know which teacher or which teaching to rely upon? This is an ancient question, and it is explored in the Sutta of the Kalima's Dilemma. And in it, Buddha says some great things. He starts off by saying how you won't know which teaching or teacher to rely upon. He says, logic won't help you. Intuition won't help you. Because if logic and intuition could help you, you'd probably already be a Buddha. If you're not, you can't rely on them. He also said prestige won't help you. Popularity is not an indicator. He says even convention will not show you which teacher or teaching to rely upon. Buddha took a refreshingly pragmatic view. Perhaps you remember in the 70s there was a series of Pepto-Bismol commercials wherein someone said, I asked the waiter, what's this? And the waiter said, try it, you'll like it. That was Buddha's take. He said, how are you going to know which teaching to rely upon? Simple. Receive the instructions, follow the instructions, notice your result. When you apply the instructions, their efficacy becomes self-evident. So if you receive instructions and apply instructions and you notice that all of a sudden your life has turned into a raging shitstorm, these probably are not the teachings for you. However, if you receive the teachings, apply the teachings, and notice that you're finding it easier and easier to tame sorrow, to tame fear, to tame aggression. You're finding it easier and easier to be joyful, to be loving, to be peaceful. If when you apply the teachings, when you receive the instructions and apply the instructions and notice the results, you find that it becomes easier and easier to be the happy camper that you were born to be. And guess what? You found some really empowered teachings. Go get more of those teachings. When I think about Buddhism taught in America, I think about Americans. When I say Americans, I mean stupid white people. I mean arrogant slobs who will do just about, they'll come right up to the point of just almost grabbing a Lama by his lapels and say, listen, mister, what makes you think you're worthy to teach me? I want your resume. I want your credentials. And maybe I'll think about giving you the privilege of teaching me. No, not so much. In another passage, Buddha talked about the folly of a man shot with a poison arrow. A physician races to his side. And the man says, no, 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 physician, you may not remove this poison arrow until I know the name, the caste, and the motivation of the man who shot me. And the physician replied, sir, most assuredly I say unto you, you will be dead before you find out those things. Likewise, don't waste time getting your teacher's resume. That's convention. Convention tells us, hey, before you hire someone for a job, they fill out an application, you read their resume, you check their credentials, you read the letters of recommendation. That's convention. But Buddha said convention is not an indicator of which teacher or teaching to rely upon. Remember, Buddha was pragmatic. Receive instructions, apply instructions, notice the results. And that really, to use a phrase from the Christian Bible, that really separates the goats from the sheep. What does that mean? Simply this. A lot of people just looky-loos. They're just BSing themselves or others about their seriousness about the spiritual path. And so Buddha said, hey, listen, if you can't be bothered to receive a 75-minute lesson, if you can't be bothered to do 9 minutes worth of homework twice a day for 7 consecutive days, then you're probably not really serious about the path. And if you won't do that, if you won't jump at that opportunity, then once again, to quote the New Testament, or to reference the New Testament, you're probably not hungering and thirsting for greater spiritual development. If you're not hungering and thirsting for greater spiritual development, like a starving woman attacking a banquet, then you're probably just wasting your time. But if you've seriously headed up to here with sorrow, rage, and fear. And if you are truly hungry for greater peace and love and joy, then find a teacher who will work with you, one-on-one, in person or over the internet, and help you to tame the worst of your afflictions in mere moments. I look forward to working with you during the Tuesday series of weekly webinars that begin July 6th. You can find out more about that. You can click the link below the control bar and register today. Until then, may you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum.